Welcome back to Soulfire Sessions.
Hey,
Hey, I'm your host, Lady RiZe, and I'm here with my favorite co-host, the one and only Devar.
we back,
We
man.
back.
This is
Feels so good.
exciting. So exciting.
Hey, we miss y'all. It's been a minute.
I know, right?
Had to take a break. My little Princey Pooh crossed the rainbow, so I had to take that time for myself.
Indeed.
Self-love, tap in with myself because I was not okay.
Can we dedicate this episode to him?
We can definitely do that.
This is dedicated to Princey Pooh.
It's dedicated to my Princey Pooh, the one and only. He was one in a million. And so he was running free and crossed that rainbow. And that's what he got to do. His last thing he got to do was what he loved to do, was just run free, chasing a rabbit.
Indeed.
So we miss him dearly.
Mhm.
I had to go through that pain.
Right.
Now we got to turn this pain into purpose and power. Turn it around, because that was a hard blow. That one took me out, y'all. So it's been a minute. We miss y'all. Glad to be back.
We love giving these lessons, so we had to come back.
Had to be back, yes. So we're excited about today's episode. This is not just any episode. First of all, this episode is dedicated to our Princey Pooh.
Mm-hmm.
And then also, this fires off our season 3. So, episode 1, season 3. And it's also part of Podcasthon 2026.
Hey, let's go, Podcasthon.
Let's get it. So that started March 14th, 2026, and it runs through March 20th. And so our live episode and our episode will drop Wednesday, March 18th, because we do our episodes every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern.
Mm-hmm. This is our insert into the podcast.
Yes, so we are part of Podcasthon 2026. So excited. And this is a worldwide movement where thousands of podcasts across the globe are coming together to amplify charities and causes that are changing the world.
Indeed. And we are part of it.
It's so exciting how far we've come. Take the time to celebrate those wins. I'm in awe. It's amazing.
Wow.
If you would ask me a year ago if we'd be here doing this, I would be like, what are you talking about?
Podcast?
Right.
Us?
Amazing.
Wait, we didn't even know us.
Right. That's amazing how things can change.
Life be changed.
Mm-hmm. Especially when you follow your lane, your path.
Mm-hmm. So that really lets you know what you are capable of doing in your life when you see how much can change in a year's time.
Mm-hmm. So much has changed.
We're working on the studio right now.
Mm-hmm.
It should be ready in about another week.
Yeah, so that day that Princey Pooh crossed the rainbow, that was the same day, supposed to be an exciting change. I was telling y'all, we left y'all in the last episode of season 2 that we were moving. New environment, talking about new spaces, changing the environment to fit better. So that's what we were doing, practicing what we preach, moving into a new place. And so that's what happened when he ran out from the new place.
It's going down.
But still, we're uplifting, moving into this new place, making it a home. So creating a new studio. I've been doing a lot of moving, a lot of decorating. Devar's been putting so many things together, I can't even believe it.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Wish y'all could see it right now.
Right.
You'll get to see some of it in some of our videos and stuff.
Right. So stay tuned. Remember, tap in. It's a community, not a clique. We got more to come behind the scenes, behind the flames, after the flames, over the flames. You never know.
In the flames. We are the flames.
Right.
So definitely.
Yeah. So we love this. We got millions of listeners, dozens of countries, all united around one idea so that we can use our voice for good. So this Podcasthon, this is amazing. And we looked at a list of charities. That's what it's about, is charities. So we sat, there's a ton of them that we could go with, but had to pray about it, go with our gut. One name kept rising to the top, and it literally echoes the heartbeat of this show. Choose love.
Oh, man.
Hey.
That definitely fits with our mission.
Yes, exactly. So I was like, that's it. Choose love. It's simple, powerful. And today we're going to dive deep into who they are, what they do, and why choosing love, whether it's for a stranger on the other side of the world or for yourself in a dark moment, like I was myself.
Mm-hmm.
It's the most revolutionary act that there is. And normally we'd have a guest. We'd have a guest and ask them questions. We'd be sitting right across from someone from Choose Love, asking them questions, hearing their stories firsthand. But here's the thing. That's the thing about this work is when you're on the ground, you're busy. You're in the middle of the crisis.
Mm-hmm.
They're distributing aid, they're on rescue boats, and they're supporting families. Yeah, so today we become the researchers. We have to do our own research. We become the storytellers. We've done our homework. We've read the reports, and we've sat with the numbers and the stories.
And if we do our job right, then that's going to encourage them to go do the same thing.
Exactly. Correct. And we're going to bring that all to you with the same heart, the same questions, and that soul fire energy.
Hey.
Let's get into it. Yeah. So before we go any further, let's go ahead and define what we're talking about. So, Devar, I know you did your research. Give the people a foundation. What are we talking about?
All right, for real, y'all. Let's talk about something that's bigger than us for a minute. Most of us wake up every day with problems, responsibilities, stress, maybe burnout, maybe relationship issues. Maybe we're trying to figure out our purpose. But imagine waking up one day and realizing your home is gone. Take that in for a minute.
Yeah, we don't realize the small things that when we walk into our home, some people don't step into a home.
Yeah. Imagine your neighborhood isn't safe anymore. Your country is no longer somewhere where you can protect your family.
Sounds familiar.
That's the reality for millions of people around the world who have been forced to leave everything behind just to survive. Can you picture that?
You got to take a moment and put yourself there because we're so spoiled.
Mm-hmm.
I rise up and look for the simple things. If I don't have my coffee, I get grumpy. Some people don't even have an option. Coffee, that's not even an option for them.
Right.
They don't even have a roof over their head, clothes on their back.
Yeah. I mean, these people aren't leaving their country because they wanted to travel, not because they wanted a fresh start, but because they didn't have another choice. And that's why this week we're participating in Podcasthon, where podcasts highlight organizations doing real work to help people. The charity we're talking about today is called Choose Love. And I think the name says everything.
Speaks loud.
Because love is easy when life is comfortable. Love is easy when it's people who look like you, live like you, or think like you. But the real question is, what do we do when the suffering is someone who we've never met?
Ooh.
Do we look away or do we choose love? Choosing Love works with organizations around the world helping refugees and displaced families with things like food, shelter, education, medical care, and protection. And the deeper message behind this is simple. Compassion is a decision, not just a feeling, because at the end of the day, every refugee story started with someone who once had a normal life, just like the rest of us.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah. And then that's what happens is something happens to you that changes you.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, we could go into that right now with this war with Iran. Something could happen where we would have to flee from our country.
Exactly. With nothing. You have to go at the spur of the moment. You don't have time to grab things.
Time to pack up, take things with you. You just out there on your own.
So what if you were that person? That's why I always say I want people surrounded by me who love me naked. They love me naked. It doesn't matter what I have. They would choose to love me with nothing. Yeah. Because you never know when you could lose it all.
So today we're going to talk about what it really means to choose love in a world that often teaches people to choose fear instead.
That's that false evidence appearing real.
Right.
So absolutely, we are dedicating this episode, part of Podcasthon 2026, to Choose Love, charity. Choose Love is a global humanitarian organization that supports refugees and displaced people, like you said. And it was established in 2015. Yeah. But here's what makes them different. They don't try to be a hero from afar. they fund and amplify grassroots organizations led by people who live the experience of displacement.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like us. We speak from experience. When we're trying to teach people, we want people, it's kind of like teaching a baby, don't touch this hot stove because I've touched it before.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And the idea started when volunteers were helping refugees arriving in places like Calais, France, where thousands of people were living in extremely difficult conditions while trying to seek safety.
Mm.
Can you imagine that? You're trying to seek safety
And then the conditions aren't even.
and having to go to a whole nother country where you never lived at.
Right.
Can you, really think about that?
That's rough.
A lot of people, when you say the word refugee, they start thinking about numbers and stuff, but these are actual people.
These are people. These are humans. We all bleed red.
Mm-hmm.
We all put our pants leg on one leg at a time, I hope.
Yeah, these are somebody's daughters or somebody's sons, or
Mm-hmm.
uncles, brothers, nephews, cousins. This could be somebody in your family.
Yeah, that's why we have to take that label off of it and choose love.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
Because what does lived experience of displacement actually mean? It means it's the people who run the organization are the refugees themselves.
Indeed.
So they've been through it.
Mm-hmm.
They've had to flee their homes. They know what it feels like to lose everything.
Mm-hmm.
So when they show up with food, with blankets and all that legal aid, mental health support, they're not outsiders coming in to just save anyone. They're community members showing up for their own people.
Right. And what started as volunteers collecting donations quickly grew into a global movement.
And that's amazing.
Mm-hmm. What Choose Love does, Choose Love works with local organizations on the ground in refugee communities. Instead of running everything themselves, they fund and support frontline groups that already understand the local needs.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That changes everything. That's not just charity as we normally think of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know how you just donate to a charity.
Yeah.
That's solidarity.
Yeah, we talking about the being spoiled part. Their work focuses on things like food and clean water, emergency rescue operations, safe shelter, medical care, mental health support, legal aid for asylum seekers, education for displaced children, protection for women and vulnerable families. Can you picture having to go seek help to get these things, food and clean water? Come on.
Right.
Think about how spoiled you are on a daily basis. This is an afterthought.
And have that right at your fingertips. Mm-hmm. And we're talking here search and rescue boats.
Right. They're coming and having to rescue from the ocean because you crossing seas, crossing waters to go somewhere you've never been to.
And that fills my heart because I picture myself out in the middle of the ocean, but I would think, who's going to come help me?
Literally sink or swim.
Right. So that's amazing that you have another human out there willing to go to that length to help other humans. I love that.
Yeah, their approach is about dignity and direct help, not just awareness.
Mm-hmm.
The problems they address, they are currently in over 100 million displaced people worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
People become refugees because of things like war, persecution, political violence, climate disasters, and economic collapse. Many refugees are forced to leave everything behind to protect their families. That's a big decision that you have to make.
Mm-hmm. And so that's what drove them there. Choose Love was founded by Josie Norton, operates as a movement rather than a charity. She chose to do it that way because of all the things they do. And so they support nearly 400 community-based organizations in over 35 countries. That is amazing.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's reaching some people. And that's what we want to do here at Soulfire Sessions. We want to reach people, have you tap in with yourself, be living in your purpose. So
I'm glad that they exist.
Me too. It's amazing. Their work includes supporting search and rescue operations, those food tents. That's amazing. Providing legal support. Who does that? You don't. I wouldn't even think of legal support in a charity. That you would even need legal aid.
Yeah, but I guess you're going in different countries and stuff, and you're trying to get your asylum over there, or or like what passport?
Right.
Like you left everything.
Yeah, so you have to have that legal aid to back you up, and I would have never even thought of that.
Yeah, they help provide basic human needs and long-term support while people rebuild their lives. Because you basically starting from scratch.
So they're helping people resettle and rebuild their lives.
Just think about it. You leaving America and the American dollar, and you going over here to a whole other country that doesn't even recognize the money that you brought with you.
Right.
If you had any money.
Exactly. Yeah. So you have to start from scratch, even with just a simple ID to identify who you are. Wow.
Yeah. The name reflects the idea that compassion is a choice. I love that.
It is a choice because we can choose to turn our heads, turn the cheek, but I feel like that leaves our world crumbling. We weren't put here for that.
In moments when fear, division, and indifference are easy reactions, the organization encourages people to respond with humanity and solidarity instead. So it ain't about the color of your skin, the status of your money, or any of that. Like everybody is on the same playing field when you become a refugee. You leave everything behind. You have to start over. Like
indeed, that's what sat well with me. Choose Love focuses on connecting people and promoting a message of humanity and love. And that's what we also love here at Soulfire Sessions. And they encourage people to learn about displacement issues and share these stories to foster understanding and compassion. So they also offer various ways for people to get involved with them. You can donate, fundraising, purchasing. They have merchandise, Choose Love merchandise.
You got to think about it. These people are truly suffering. And we can either turn away or we can choose love. It's blowing my mind.
Right, it is when you really dive deep into it, because they started it off a simple thing like, let's help these people maybe with some blankets. And fast forward 11 years and Choose Love has supported over 8.5 million people across 51 countries.
Yeah, raised millions of dollars to support the refugee community.
Yeah, and get this, 94% of their donations go directly to the programs. That's amazing, because we always wonder, are we really donating, to that program? So,
yeah, you definitely want that when you decide to send money to organizations and stuff, how it's being handled and everything. So,
and they can definitely be looked up and justify that their proceeds do go to their programs. And that's not just efficient, that's stewardship. That's saying we're not just going to sit here and build an empire and hide behind what we're doing. We're serving people.
Yeah. So you have to think this question to yourself. This is what I ask everybody. When people lose everything, the question becomes, what kind of world are they walking into? Because they have no idea.
Right. Clueless. And the unknown, that creates that fear.
Yeah. Is it going to be one that shuts the door or the one that chooses love? So yeah, Choose Love has been called one of the most efficient refugee charities in Europe. And like I said, they don't even like to call themselves a charity anymore. It's a whole movement. Definitely. But also what caught my attention, in 2023 alone, they supported over 5 million people. So that was just a couple of years ago. Right. Growth is something serious.
Yeah, channeling more than 13 million worth of essential items directly into the hands of those who need them. That's amazing, because even when I want cotton balls or just a little simple toothpaste, when you have someone who turns around and has essential needs or things for you, that's so comforting. That takes a stress off of everything else that's going on.
Yep. The bottom line is most people don't realize how quickly life circumstances can change. Like the difference between stability and displacement can sometimes be one war, or one disaster, or one political decision. Come on. We're experiencing something that could lead to that right now. Right now. So you have to turn and check your own backyard and think about what you would do, because it could be you. Yeah. And you know the thing that people always say to themselves, oh yeah, that ain't me. That ain't gonna happen to us. Right. You don't know that. You never know, especially with what is going on in the office right now. Because when you really think about it, the United States been on top for a long time. Nobody stays on top forever. Right. Unless you God.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even the Roman Empire thought that. They came crashing right on down. And
Comes
ain't been
tumbling
back up
down.
since.
Right. Whew. So when we say choose love, we're not talking about a feeling.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about infrastructure. We're talking about action.
Mm-hmm.
Boats, blankets, lawyers,
Mm-hmm.
counselors, doctors, and volunteers who show up every single day.
Right.
That is love.
I commend them.
Yes. And that's why we pick them for Soulfire sessions.
Mm-hmm.
Because we love love. I feel like love is the highest frequency. Love is the highest feeling. Love is healing.
So why is empathy sometimes harder when the suffering feels far away? It's like you sitting over here in your comfy bed and they talking about people suffering in another country and you like, well, you know, that don't have anything to do with me.
Right, because what needs to happen is for one night you need to put their shoes on and go walk in that, and then that'll change your mind. It's the same thing with me. I didn't see anything valuable or worth it about putting clothes back. I used to work at a retail store when I was younger. And putting the clothes back, that was like, what? Like, who cares? But then when you work there and you have to go through and put all that stuff back and everybody leaves it in the dressing rooms.
A whole different perspective.
I respect them. Let me put these clothes back on the hangers and back where I found them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so that's what it is. Let me take your comfy bed away, all your blankets, put you out in the cold snow, displaced with your community falling to shit. And then maybe you'll think about it differently.
Yeah. Indeed.
Yeah, so today we're asking, what does it look like when people choose love on a global scale? And what can displaced people teach us about resilience and self-love?
They can teach us a lot.
Whew. Well, let's
they
find
are
out.
The example.
Exactly. So, Devar, I'm going to be the curious one today, and I'm going to ask you some questions that maybe our listeners would ask if they were sitting here today. So, are you ready? I'm going to light your ass up.
Oh.
So far away. You know how we do it.
Okay.
All right.
Let's do it.
All right. So, let's start with the basics. When people hear refugee crisis, they see statistics, like you were saying. Mm-hmm. They see headlines. Mm-hmm. But Choose Love sees people. Mm-hmm. That's what we were saying. So walk us through what choosing love actually looks like on the ground right now today. Give us a picture. What happens when someone arrives at one of our partner organizations from Choose Love and they've been displaced? What does that look like?
I would imagine that it would be time for them to get checked in, get their credentials, start figuring out, are they alone? Do they have someone with them? And they need to, like if they got kids with them, they need to get some immediate supplies and stuff. Like that's a lot to digest.
Right.
When you just coming out of being at home a few days before.
Mm-hmm. And then just walk into chaos.
Yeah, that's a lot. And
you've been walking for days, maybe weeks. You don't have your car.
Yeah, and then you got to think about it. You're trying to figure out who to even go to.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you start?
Right. Mm-hmm. In the middle of the night, you've left behind everything, everyone, everything you've ever known. Mm-hmm. And then you finally come up to a camp, a border crossing, or a makeshift shelter where you don't even know if you're safe.
Right.
You don't know if you'll eat.
You're looking for food,
right.
Shelter, maybe even medical care.
And for your children, yeah. What if you need medication?
Yeah, and in a lot of cases, protection.
Mm-hmm. And then here comes someone and they approach you. But here's the thing, they look just like you. You're like, wow, they sound like you. And they've been where you've been. Mm-hmm. And they hand you a water, they hand you food, and they ask, what's your name?
Yeah, I can see the tears coming down my eyes right about then. Because you're basically destitute at this point. And you don't know where your next meal is even going to come from. Mm-hmm. And to find an organization that looks after you like that, I would feel like I would owe them my life.
Right. And so that's the difference. It's people just like you who've been through it, who come there to show up. Mm-hmm. That's amazing. It's not just about the materials, it's about the message. Mm-hmm. And so the materials matter, the blankets, the food, especially the medicine, legal aid, all of that. But the message matters just as much, because if people don't get the message, then no one knows.
Yeah, because choosing love doesn't mean ignoring the world's problems. It means deciding that someone else's humanity matters, even if their story is different from yours.
Right. Yes, the message is you are not alone.
Yep.
You are seen. You belong here too. Mm. And so we mentioned legal aid. Why is legal aid so important? Why do you think a refugee coming here, like we were saying, I was talking about that because I wouldn't even thought about that. Aside from food, shelter, safety, but why legal aid?
Yeah, you need representation in that country to even come into the country. You know, a lot of refugees tried to come into the United States, and our president was like, "Nah, you can't come here."
That's another human. That could be your child, your uncle, your brother, your mother.
Yeah, he's like, they may be bringing drugs and stuff over here. These people are literally running for their lives.
Wow.
And trying to find safety. And this is, as long as I've lived, this is supposed to be the country that invites everybody from everywhere. The country of freedom. Of course, you want them to come in the correct way and everything, but I guess that would be why the legal part would come in, so they could come in the correct way.
Yeah.
When you shunning them away, what do?
That's true.
If they go back, they can end up in death.
Yeah, you can't rebuild without legal aid. You can't send your kids to school. You can't work. You can't even rent a home.
Right.
Oh my.
Yeah. Where you get an ID from?
Right. Oh, see? Yeah. So that is so important.
ID, driver's license, green card.
Yeah, so that is very important. And Choose Love funds organizations like Safe Passage International that help people navigate the asylum process. So that's awesome. Yeah. They fund doctors. They fund those doctors who provide medical care and help people access their legal rights. That's a lot.
Asylum is a huge thing. A lot of people don't understand what it is, but it's basically protection. You running from people that's trying to kill you back in your country. Their asylum will protect you.
And then some of them are kids that were just born into it.
Yeah. They don't care.
Right. Yeah. Doesn't matter.
You are on the run for a reason. You try to protect your family.
So yeah, it's about dignity. It's about giving people the tools to rebuild their own lives instead of keeping them dependent forever. So they start you off, they help you rebuild, and they don't just leave you hanging. You're going to be able to go off and uplift your life and go on.
Yeah. Can you imagine your life being turned upside down like that, and you get somewhere and they say, no, you can't. You can't come in.
Right.
We can't help you. Figure it out.
Right.
Wow.
Ooh. And then where do you go? Where do you turn? It's like...
it took everything that you had to get to where you are. And then they tell you, no, you can't enter. Wow.
It's a whole philosophy. And I know a lot of people who are over here, like you were saying, doesn't have anything to do with them. They're like, oh, who cares? They shouldn't be here or whatever. You got to put yourself in that position. Everybody's circumstance is different. There's different cases, situations.
Yeah, like I said, a lot of people say it can't happen to them, but look at all of the people that was displaced during Katrina.
Right.
And they had to go to different places that they never lived in. Some of them never left New Orleans, period, in their whole lives. And they had to venture out and hope that people would help them.
And that they would be accepting of them and comforting of them.
So it can happen.
It can happen.
It can happen. Refugees don't just come from wars. Like I said, there's several factors that could cause this, including weather.
And so if we're picturing with everything going on right now, what would you think our Choose Love partners are doing on the ground right now?
I think that they're helping people that don't look like them, that didn't come from where they came from, that don't have the same background that they have. They're not asking questions like, what is your status? How much money do you make? Who do you love? None of that. They just are here to help.
And that's where we need to light these conversations up, because these are the things we don't hear about. We don't hear about the charities, the people running around actually helping people. There's violence going on, famine looming, all kind of things going on, and people just barely paying attention. We're out here watching basketball, football,
Well, that's where it goes back to us. Like we said, we pretty much spoiled. You're living in the comfort of your own home, so issues that's going on with other people in other places, it's like they don't affect you. I remember when I was in elementary school, maybe even junior high, I hated watching the news and stuff, cause especially the world news, because they would be talking about people in other countries and stuff, and I was like, none of that has anything to do with me. Why am I watching that? But then I realized it's like the butterfly effect. What happens on one side of the world can cause a ripple on the other.
Right. Just like dominoes falling all over.
Yeah. You don't know how it's affecting you just because you don't understand it.
And so I want to read something that Yasmin Koljan, the director of emergency programmers, wrote, something that stopped me. She said, that lifeline isn't just a meal for someone who hasn't eaten in days or a roof over someone's head when they've fled their homes. It's also hope. Hope that there are people in the world who care. And that's exactly what we're talking about. So that's why that stopped me, because when you're going through something, you really feel alone. Even when that happened to me with Prince, it's like everything shattered and I just felt alone. You feel so alone.
Yeah, because like when you have a death in the family, you're even like when you're in the like when you're headed in the funeral procession or whatever, and you're just looking at everybody else in the world just living their life like nothing happened, but your world is devastated.
So talk to me about that. What does it actually mean? What have you learned about the power of simply just showing up for somebody? You don't have to bring anything, or just showing up.
For me, it's gratifying. I feel like some things are bigger than you, and you have to have empathy for other people, because not just for selfish reasons, thinking like, if I'm in this position, this is what I will want. Because at the end of the day, like, we read in the Bible, treat others the way you want to be treated.
Exactly.
So you would definitely want somebody to do it for you. So why wouldn't you do it for others?
Indeed.
Yeah, we have to remove the selfishness from ourselves in order to make sure that, it's an organization, not just an organization, it's a community. This is the way we grew up when we were younger. People used to help each other out.
Yes, this is how we operate.
Depending on the government and stuff, we used to help each other. They was your neighbors, So why not?
Stronger together. Let's make that popular again.
Right.
Let's make that sexy, because depending on this government, all this other stuff, being mad at each other because of a certain color or certain is not it. We are all people. We are all under one God.
Yeah, they was wondering why a lot of people of color wasn't getting out and marching and stuff when the regime changed last year, and we were like, it doesn't matter who at the top.
Right.
We got to work with each other.
We still over down here.
Yeah,
all together.
It's not a black or white thing. It's the top of the bottom.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is what we're dealing with right now. So.
And the stronger your community is, the stronger we link up, the stronger we have like-minded people that believe in love as a high frequency and selflessness. That's a strong place to be. Yeah. That conquers whatever they're trying to do. Love always wins.
Because I'm just thinking, like, what if, they basically playing a game of Monopoly. What if they decide to figure out how to get all of the money and just give us whatever they want to give us? Like,
then we're still all at the same level, all down here together.
Yeah. So together we stand.
So together we stand and put our own ideas and our own community together and overcome that. Instead of sitting in bullshit.
Yeah, we got to stop working against each other. Start working with each other.
Self-love. Choose love. Let's go, y'all. Because when you're in the middle of a crisis, when everything has been stripped away, when you've lost your home and your country, your people, it's easy to start believing that nobody sees you, nobody cares.
I mean, how can you have hope? Everything that you've ever known in your life, you've completely lost. And nobody seems to care.
Right.
You don't know where to go. You're out of your element. You're in a place you've never been.
Mm-hmm.
Never been. Or even if you went there on vacation, it's not like you lived there before.
Yeah, now you need to survive there.
That's a lot to digest, to take in, you know what I'm saying, to even think about.
Right.
You know, and some people can't even picture it because their life is so comfy.
Yes.
But if you can actually think about that.
It's rough. Super rough. And then someone shows up for you. Someone shows up with food or a blanket or just conversation to comfort you. That's amazing. Just sits with you and asks your name.
Yeah, the true definition of the word grateful comes into mind.
Yes.
Because that's what I would be.
Gratitude sprinkles. That's the act that says that you matter, you haven't been forgotten, and the world has not moved on without you. And that's what we all want to know. And that's why I was so grateful for you, my Devar, when I had you here through my principal in this whole crisis, because I don't know how I would have got through that. That was so rough for me. I could barely sleep, think, function, do anything.
I'm just glad I was here to support, you know, because I cared about it too. So I definitely didn't want you to go through that alone.
Yes.
Especially being in a new environment and everything. It's a lot.
Yeah, that was really weird to come into a brand new environment and then have that happen without him same day. So your whole world is flipped upside down. Didn't hear the little taps of the paws on the floor. Oh my gosh. Love you, my Prince Pooh.
Yeah. Some people don't understand the definition of what a friend really is.
Oh no.
I think it's more so that they look at how it can benefit them than how they can benefit the other person.
Yes. Most people these days, if it's your friend, they have to be able to do X, Y, and Z for you. The minute X, Y, and Z is gone, they're not your friend.
Yeah, they got this song stuck in their head. What have you done for me lately? It ain't always about you. Right.
Okay, so here's where Soulfire Sessions comes in. We talk about healing as an inside job, you know, our chakras, our energy systems. We talk about tapping into your power. And when everything feels like it's falling apart, but what happens when you've lost your home, your country, your people? Where does healing even begin for someone who's been displaced? Where do they start?
They start with choosing love.
That's the number one answer. I love it. Healing begins when someone creates the conditions for it. So when you have the conditions where you can start to heal and choose love and have a calm mind, you can start to heal.
Yeah.
And that's what Choose Love does. And that's amazing.
Yeah, they need to look for people that choose love
Mm-hmm.
because they're going to need that. They need an ally in their corner, especially when they're out of their element.
Right. Because you can't start to heal if you're freezing, if you're starving. You can't think. You have to get nutrition.
You're in survival mode.
Right.
Like doing the right thing is one of the last things that's on your mind, to be honest.
Exactly. Especially if you're terrified, you have children, you can't start to heal if you're terrified.
Yeah.
That's contradicting.
You're worried about feeding your kids. Yeah, not even yourself, you know, especially me being a dad. It's like, okay, I don't care if I don't get to eat today, but they got to eat.
They got to eat. They don't understand that.
Right. It's not their fault that they're in this situation.
Yes.
It's not, in most cases, it's not mine either, but I'm the one that's supposed to be protecting them, and taking care of them and making sure that they get what they need. Whether I'm in a house, got a job, or out of my element in another country, I got to make sure they eat.
Yeah.
That's your job as a parent.
Exactly. And so that's what Choose Love does. They create the conditions. They provide the food, the shelter, legal aid, all the safety so you can feel safe. And then healing can begin. So that's amazing. So they handle the hierarchy stuff so people can access their deeper work. So you can at least get started. Because if I was in that situation, when you really sit and think about it and just put yourself there, I would not know where to start.
How could you? You've never been in that situation before. So how would you know where to look?
Right.
Who to go to?
Especially when we rise up in our comfy home every day like this.
Yeah, we got everything in our fingertips on this phone. You know, what if they pulling you out of the ocean? your phone ain't working.
Mm-hmm.
You got nothing.
Right.
I'm glad that we came back this way.
Me too. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Powerful,
It's exciting.
Powerful message. Letting everybody realize that we are definitely here to help others. It's not about us.
Right.
It never was.
No, because that's where I came with this whole idea of self-love and soulfire sessions is when I started to realize when you choose love and choose to tap in that way, it's a much more empowering, illuminating way to live.
Mm-hmm.
It's an easier way to live. You don't have as much resistance.
Yeah.
Love is a high frequency.
Mm-hmm. And it's a little different where we talk about is self-love, but at the same time,
Love.
yeah, love. When you care about yourself, it leaves you room to care about others. You can't care about others until you care about yourself.
Exactly. And that's what it is self-love leads you to be able to choose love for others. You can't love anyone else until you love yourself.
So basically we are at the baseline. We talk about the start of it all.
Exactly.
Choosing yourself, choosing to love yourself.
Yes. The same way you can't teach somebody math if you don't know math.
Just think about how if you were in a situation where you became a refugee and you had to go to another place where you've never been before, just think of how you could be taken advantage of.
Especially if you speak another language.
Mm-hmm.
If the currency is different.
Yeah, you could really be taken advantage of. So yes. Loving yourself is a big thing.
All right, well, let's talk about something practical. In 2023, Choose Love received a transformative $6 million gift from Jack Dorsey. Wow.
Thank you, Jack.
Right. Shout out. Half of it went to immediate life-saving aid, and the other half went to something they call the heart.
What is that?
The infrastructure that powers everything they do.
Okay.
So why was it important?
Needed.
Yeah, exactly. The heart of their program, I get why they call it that. Right. It was important to invest in the heart. And so what does that say about how they see this work?
Yeah, I would definitely think that, since we're speaking of love, the heart is where it all starts at.
Have to do your heart work. That's your foundation. So I think that says a lot about them wanting to start that. It says that it's not just for show. It's for actual longevity.
Right.
Yes. Heart work. I love it.
Right.
Yeah, so most charities, when they get big donations, they just put it all in programs, which sounds noble, right? But here's the problem. If your infrastructure is weak and shaky, then your systems are held together with duct tape.
Yeah, that ain't working.
Maybe a prayer.
You can't help anyone else until you get your organization lined up right.
So for them to take that donation and put it into something to build their infrastructure is amazing.
That just makes it possible for them to help even more people.
Yeah. They didn't want to collapse under weight. They were thinking ahead. The heart is investing in sustainability, and I love that. Investing in sustainability, longevity.
Yeah, because you want to be able to help more people, not just in the present, but in the future.
Exactly. Because this is daily work. This is a daily process. Self-love, love. This is work.
I can imagine it's a lot of work.
So to put half the money into things like better technology, staff training, organizational capacity, things that donors usually just don't want to fund because they're just not sexy.
Right. And then a lot of people think like, well, why can't I just give the money directly to the people where I give it to you all? I mean, we have the infrastructure to help them and guide them. Of course you could just give them money they can go buy food and water and stuff like that, but they still need shelter. They still need legal aid. They still need medical care, and Choose Love provides all of that.
Absolutely.
And they have this full infrastructure, the heart.
The heart. That's the whole thing.
Their heart lined up in the right direction already, so why not go through them?
Why?
95% of your money is going directly to the aid of the people.
Right. And they're doing something good with it.
Some greedy people or selfish people going to say, well, where the other 5% go on? Well, it's people that's doing the work.
Right.
They deserve something.
Something. Come on, don't be lifing.
Yeah, they got to be able to live themselves to be able to take care of it.
Because they wouldn't even be able to start that if they didn't have anything. It's like the whole thing we go back to, you have to have your own cup full before you can fill somebody else's cup.
Yeah. And it's fine, volunteering in the beginning and everything, but at some point when you start taking time out of your day and taking time away from everything that, you still got to have a roof over your head and everything, somehow it's got to be paid for.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's just like us here on Soulfire Sessions. If we didn't have good mics, good editing, good systems, then nobody would hear the message. It would be crappy, shitty work.
Yeah. And, of course, we love it enough to do it for free, but at the same time, we want this thing to grow so more people can hear it and it can help them.
Right. Because the message matters. And the infrastructure makes it possible. So we want a strong foundation.
Yeah. And we appreciate all of the love, all of the listeners, everybody that spreads this through word of mouth.
Yes.
Like, we appreciate you.
Every download, I appreciate every download, everything. Yeah, I'm very appreciative.
Talk about the transition to YouTube,
the way we left with Princey Pooh Crossing the Rainbow, everything was so scattered. I didn't get to talk about that. Yeah. So when we left season 2, we didn't really get to say that we are going to be starting season 3 up on YouTube.
Yeah. So the last episode of season 2 was on TikTok. Well, for the live
shows.
Yeah. The podcast is
available on all podcast platforms. You can get on YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio. So y'all keep downloading.
Yeah. Took a minute for us to get into the YouTube family, but we are here.
We are here.
Hope they welcome us with open arms.
Right, because that's just like this displaced thing that we're talking about. This is new, going to be on YouTube. I hope it's welcoming. I hope it's loving. TikTok was cool, but it's time to transition. You got to know when it's time to switch lanes.
Well, I know I'm going to come in the door embracing the new family that we have. So
right. That's off top for me. But yes. That's
reciprocity, right?
Yeah, so let's see. Yeah. That's exactly it. Choose Love understands that loving people long term means building something that lasts. We want something that lasts. This is not just a quick.
That's another thing we have in common.
Yes. That's what we don't want either. It's not a quickie. And I always say it's a community, not a clique.
Right. Definitely.
And they also have a campaign called Choose Earth. I saw that. It's focused on climate displacement. I wouldn't even think of that. That's another thing.
Like I said, look at Katrina.
Right. It can happen.
Look at the people where tsunamis hit islands and stuff. It can happen.
Yeah. And when I saw Katrina, that was unreal to me because my mom has family in Louisiana.
And I'm from Mississippi. I was right down the road. And saw so many people coming into our town, filling out the hotels, looking for places to stay. Actually, we was doing construction work at the time. I was working with my dad, and we actually took in a family.
Wow. See, that's amazing.
We were staying in a hotel, and we actually gave them our room, and we went and got another room.
That's so sweet. I bet they felt so comfortable because that's rough.
Yeah.
Climate change is displacing people right now. Not in 2050, not in 2100, right now. Floods, all that. Floods in Pakistan, droughts, storms.
And at the time, it felt like, to me, it felt like it wasn't enough, because we just giving them somewhere to stay for a few nights and some meals. We bought them some food and stuff. Every time we went to get something to eat, we would bring them something to eat. But every little bit helps.
Mm-hmm.
Every little bit helps. Even if it's just you taking the time to learn about the organization and spreading the word.
And spread the message. That's tapping in.
Because it may get to somebody that
needs it.
That can help, like
Mhm.
Jack.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That can donate, that can help.
Mhm.
So always spreading the word is always something. And numbers matter. More numbers. That's why we always talk about spreading the flames.
Yeah,
That's
you don't know what the next person's compassion is.
Exactly.
You may tell them and they may touch their heart and they want to
Mm-hmm.
help these people out. So definitely spread the word.
And so we've talked about the 8.5 million people that they've helped, the 51 countries, the 160 million, the partners. But I know the real impact isn't in the spreadsheet. What's a moment, one story, one person, one encounter that you carried from this with you, from your research, something that reminded you of why this type of work matters?
I guess for me, like I said, I would think about like when Katrina happened and how you see these people as more relatable because they come from a place that's close to you, but you have to put yourself in their shoes no matter where they come from, no matter what language they speak in. We're all humans, and that's one of the things that I've learned most about in this is it ain't about where you're from, your status, who you know, any of that. It's about humanity.
Yeah, that's what I've learned too. I feel like as I've grown wiser, I've started to see for myself that all those other things were implemented into our system, the system down here, this matrix, to put us against each other because they already knew that we're stronger together.
And this is one of the capitalist countries.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's like, no, they're going to take my resources away and don't bring them here.
Right.
Like, what do you mean?
And so
we shouldn't be paying for most of this stuff that we having to pay for anyway.
Yeah, I don't think I should be paying for any maxi pads. Like,
why should you pay for water?
Hello. We pay for air. Ooh, 11:11 on the clock, y'all. The angels are passing. Hello. Shout out 11:11. I love it. We're mountain time here. So yeah, for our listeners who want to be a part of this, and I know you do because this is a community that shows up. What does Choose Love need right now? Not just money, though, well, you can do that if you choose to donate. What do they need people to understand? What do they need for people to feel? What do you think the biggest thing that people should do right now for Choose Love?
Research.
Yes.
Research. If you are able to help, reach out.
Mm-hmm.
Find out how to donate. We will have some information for you if you want to reach out on your own. And yeah, definitely spread the word.
Spread the word. That's what I was going to say. Spread the message. See people as people, refugees as people, not as victims, not as statistics, not as political talking points, but as people, because we're all people. People with dreams, people with skills, people who love their children.
Right. Just because you don't know them and they have left everything behind doesn't mean that they're less than.
Mm-hmm. And people who want the same thing as you. Exactly. Safety, dignity, and a future.
Safety for their family.
So I have a final question for you, Devar, for this section. Let's see. What gives you hope when you look at the state of the world we're in right now? When you see the scale of the suffering and this war, everything going on, what keeps you going?
So with me doing all of this research and stuff, and learning about this organization, I would say that Choose Love gives me hope.
Exactly.
The fact that they exist and the fact that they help all of these people.
Absolutely. That's what gives me hope as well, to know that there's other people out there.
And they're not doing it to get rich. Like you said,
Right.
95% of the proceeds go directly to the refugees.
Yes.
So, yeah, that gives me hope.
Yeah, that gives me hope as well, that there's other people out there choosing love like us.
Mm-hmm.
Real love.
Indeed.
Yeah. So the fact that Choose Love exists at all is amazing.
Yep.
Josie for founding it. Oh, we have to do something that millions of people haven't done. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's choosing love. It's easy to be mean or turn around and turn the cheek when something's going on. But if you turn around and choose love, we're going to turn it all around. And don't give up. People refuse to give up.
You can't.
Right. Let's help each other stronger together, looking directly at darkness, saying, I'm still here, we're still together, and we're not leaving.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that gives me hope. All right, Soulfire family, this is the segment where we give you something to hold on to, something to write down, something to come back to when you need it.
Listen up, everybody.
It's our framework. So today, for our framework, we are going to choose. It's perfect.
Okay.
Perfect for today. That's our framework. Choose.
Can we break that down?
Yes, CHOOSE. There's always something in front of you to choose from. And that choice creates your future.
Okay.
So choosing love, whether for a stranger on the other side of the world or for yourself in the middle of your own displacement, it's a practice. It's a series of decisions. It's not one thing. It's a daily, sometimes hourly choice.
Right.
Choosing love is constant. So we're going to break it down letter by letter. But first, let's acknowledge something, that people choose love. They're choosing love to keep going. They're choosing love to care for their children. They're choosing love to help a neighbor. They're choosing love in circumstances that most of us can't even imagine.
All of that.
Yeah, so this teaching isn't just theory. It's rooted in what real people are doing right now in real time in the hardest places on earth.
Okay.
So let's break it down.
Let's go.
All right. So choose. The first step is always a decision. It's always a choice. So I'm asking you, what have you been waiting for permission to do? What have you been putting off, or something you didn't feel you were ready for? The choice comes first. The clarity comes later.
Right.
So first letter C, you're going to choose.
Okay. That makes
about the
sense.
choice. And it's available to you right now, not tomorrow, not when you have more money or more time, more confidence. Right now, in this moment, you can choose. And then next, heal within. Heal. Yeah, that's the soul fire piece. You cannot pour from an empty cup, like we're talking about.
Right.
You cannot love others well if you have nothing left in yourself.
That makes me think about what I always say. People say that their kids come first, but if you're not good, how you gonna make sure they good?
Yeah, they're really not going to be good because you're going to be
you
leading.
Both gonna be suffering.
Right.
Yeah. So get yourself right.
Yes.
Heal from within first.
Yes. So we have to understand that Choose Love doesn't do it alone. They have partners. They have psychological support. They have people who show up with blankets, and they have food, legal aid, so you can breathe, be calm. And then also with yourself, when you're choosing to heal within, that's when you want to stop, breathe, check in with your body, scan your body, see how you're feeling. Yes. So heal within. And then next, open to receive.
Open to receive.
That one might be the hardest because we like to be givers. I know I'm a giver.
Yeah.
Giving.
But when you're in a situation like being a refugee,
you have to be open to receive.
You have to.
And that's hard for people. A lot of people, sometimes it's hard to ask for help, or so.
In actuality, I think all of us are open to receive from God. Blessings.
All the blessings. Be open to receive the blessings. We like to be the ones with the answers and the resources and the solutions, but Sometimes you have to be on the other side of that. When you're the one that needs help, definitely be open to receive. You deserve it.
Right.
And then the next O, offer your support.
Mm-hmm.
Offer support. This is action. That's the action step.
Okay.
That's where love becomes tangible.
So that's the other side of it.
Mm-hmm.
Receive, be open to receive.
And then offer your support. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the most loving thing you can do is ask instead of assume.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's showing up with what someone actually requested instead of what you think they should have.
Ooh, yeah, let me bring them some socks.
Exactly. And they don't even need no socks.
Right.
They could have really used a hat for their head.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing for, I don't do the holidays, all that, the fake holidays and stuff, but for people's birthday, when I'm getting something for someone, I would rather just ask them, what do you want? Instead of just, let me get them this so they could sit it on their shelf and not use it.
Yeah, I've had someone tell me, you don't really know me if you don't know what I want. Look, do you want to tell me what you want or you don't want nothing? Like
Exactly.
We can make this real simple right now.
Or that's why a lot of people just get money from me so they can go get whatever the hell they want.
Yeah, especially a teen.
Exactly. Go get what you want.
I'm not gonna sit up here and try to figure out what you want. I'm not a mind reader.
And 1 week they'll want one thing and the next week they want shoes. So
yeah, somebody might tell you they want something and then you out here getting this gift and don't know that they already went and got it within the time period from where they told you to now. So you went and bought it for no reason. So yeah, now let me just give you these doll hairs.
Right. So definitely offer your support. And then S, stand together.
Hey, that's a big one.
Yes, because you were never meant to do this alone.
Stand together, divided we fall. Come on, let's be together, man.
Yes, standing together means we don't look away. That's part of it. We don't just scroll past. We don't tell ourselves it's too big to fix.
Choose Love stands with those grassroots organizations and stuff like.
Exactly.
Let's work together.
They stand with the 8.5 million people that they supported. And Choose Love has supported all those people. We stand with them because that's amazing.
It's like the old proverb where they was talking about one matchstick is easily broken, but if you get a bundle of them, it's hard to break.
Exactly. Yeah, so stand together or fall alone.
Stronger.
And E, the final piece, empower others.
Yes.
Ooh, I love that part because that's what we like to do here, empower others.
This is a huge framework. I hope everybody gets involved and does it.
Yeah, I'm going to have to review it. Empower others. So here we go. Choose. Well, choose is the first one. Heal within. Open to receive. Offer your support. Stand together. And empower others. Ooh.
Awesome.
Final piece. That's the ripple effect.
I love it.
Because when you heal, you become someone who can heal others. When you receive, you learn how to give in ways that actually help. And when you stand with someone, you can show them that they're not alone.
A lot of people that know that healing could do all of that.
Right. And then they go stand with someone else. And then it's like a domino.
If you think about it, that they got the saying, hurt people, heal people, heal people.
Exactly. Yes, I love that. That's empowered people empowering others. That's the whole point. And that's what we like to do here. That's my whole slogan, illuminating paths, empowering lives. So that's what I like to do. And that's why another reason why I Choose Love fits so well with what we do here.
I appreciate that part about you. Your compassion is above normal status.
Thank you.
Indeed.
Gratitude sprinkles. Devar, let me get some on your head.
I commend you. Indeed.
So let's say it together. Choose to decide. Decide to act. Heal within. Do your inner work. Open to receive. Let help in. Offer your support. Ask what people need. Stand together. Remember, community matters.
Mm-hmm.
And empower others. Healed people heal people.
Indeed.
I love that.
Yes.
So y'all write it down, screenshot it, take a picture in your mind,
Right.
put it on your mirror.
We'll let you use it. It's all good.
Mm-hmm. Choose.
You need to know.
That was our framework today. Choose. We're choosing love. So choose love all week long.
Okay.
That's your framework for yourself and for the world.
Let's go.
All right. So now it's time for our community fire.
Light it up, light it up.
Did you bring in the s'mores?
I brought s'mores this time.
And we got a brand new grill.
We about to fire this thing up.
It's going
I'm gonna
down.
put some wood on there so we don't get no charcoal flavor in the marshmallows. But yeah, we're gonna work it out.
Yeah, community fire. This is also the time y'all can fire off any questions you have for us, anything y'all want to talk about. Light it up.
Indeed. Send us the questions. We will answer as best we can.
Right. So for this episode, one question you might have for this community fire is, hey, I want to help, but I'm on a tight budget myself. Does a small donation even make a difference?
Yes.
Yeah. Less is more. Small is huge. You never know.
Yeah. Look, like during presidential elections and stuff, they ask for donations and stuff, and most of them are asking for large donations. But remember how Obama did it? $5 here, $10 there.
Exactly. It adds up.
And it adds up. So, yeah, it's 50 cents, like $1.
Yes. And also remember, it doesn't have to be the currency. It can also be spreading the word. Spread the message.
Research and learn about it, talk about it. Do what we're doing right now. This is, believe it or not, this is helping the organization.
Yes, this is part of the charity. This is why we chose to take part in Podcasthon 2026. Support this charity, this whole movement, because it's amazing. And that's part of it, is spreading the message. Yeah. So another question y'all may have, of course, is how do I know the money actually gets to the people? I've heard horror stories about aid getting lost or stolen. What would you say, Devar? How do they know?
Well, we told them for one thing.
Yeah. Go check it out. We told y'all. We looked it up. I don't like to say anything.
Yeah, research.
Unless I look it up myself. Yeah. So go ahead and co-sign me. Right. Reach out to me if I'm wrong. Because
research it yourself. 95% of the proceeds go to the refugees, or some type of aid that helps them. So
yeah, because that is a valid concern, and Choose Love will address it head on. So that's amazing when someone's open and authentic. So
and there's other ways to help. I mean, like they do legal aid and stuff. If you're a lawyer or something like that, maybe you could help out in that type of way, offer your services. So.
And they have ratings. Choose Love has a 3-star charity navigator rating. You can look it up. They have the highest rating for financial health and accountability. So they will take accountability for it.
Numbers don't lie, right?
Right.
Okay. Just check.
And their model, funding grassroots organizations, actually reduces the risk because the people on the ground know the context. They know who to trust.
Yeah.
And they know who to get the resources to.
It ain't just one big global organization. They work with the smaller organizations in the different places.
Exactly.
So it's more accountability that you can have.
Yeah, they know how to get the resources where they need to go without attracting attention from the wrong people. So, and also 94% to programs. That's not just a number. That's transparency. That's accountability. I'll tell you.
Indeed.
And so let's see, the climate displacement. I didn't realize that was such a huge factor, but let's see, can you say more about how climate change is driving displacement right now, not just in the future?
Yeah, I mean, global warming is real. Like, it's a lot that's changing, I was just looking at how, I moved out here to Colorado, and it's usually colder up here than it is in the South, but there's been days where it's colder down there and it's been hot up here. So everything is changing. You don't know how it's going to affect you or affect your your people, the people here.
Yes, exactly. And choose.
Changing all over the world. So
yeah, and it could happen to you. It doesn't matter where you chose to live a long time ago.
Yeah.
It could be changing now. And so Choose Love's Choose Earth campaign is responding to that. Amazing.
Yeah, they better go watch the movie The Day After Tomorrow and see how quickly things can change.
Right.
Sheesh.
Whew. And so you also may be asking, I'm going through my own hard time right now. I'm dealing with depression, feeling like I can't barely hold myself together. And that was me, y'all. After losing my Princey Pooh, I didn't know how I was going to move forward.
Which is why we're here.
Exactly. And so you may ask, how do I choose love for others when I can barely choose it for myself? You don't. You can't. You won't be able to until you start to for yourself.
And that's why we said heal from within.
Exactly. Heal from within. Because
and we're here to teach you how to do that if you don't know how.
Yes. So. And y'all don't forget, there's season 1 and 2. All kind of episodes you can go back and binge listen, binge download Soulfire Sessions and start self-loving on yourself.
Yeah, we're here for a purpose, and it's not for selfish reasons. We're here to help others heal.
Right.
We're healing ourselves.
Exactly.
And if you run out here and say that you're completely healed, you're lying.
Right.
Yeah,
because it's a process.
Process is a lifelong process.
And then life throws curves at you, curveballs that you least expect, like what just happened to me, and it will set you back.
Yeah. When you go through things, it changes you as a person. So
yes.
Yeah, you definitely, healing is an ongoing thing.
So. So that's real. We like to keep it real, honest, authentic. And so that's what it is. You wouldn't be able to choose love until you love yourself. You wouldn't be able to choose love for others, I should say, until you love yourself. Because you're not going to be concerned with what they have going on if you can barely care what you have going on. So yeah, that was great, profound conversation. I love it. I know people have days when all they can do is breathe and all they can do is exist. But that's enough. That is always enough. One step at a time. The heal within part of our acronym, that's for you right now when you're feeling like you just all you can do is exist and breathe. That's exactly what I had to do. I would feel guilty because I wasn't working or lifting a finger or doing stuff. And Devar showed me that support, like you're doing exactly what you need to be doing right now.
Got to.
Exactly. Heal from within. And that's your assignment, is heal from within, let others support you, let yourself receive.
Giving up is not an option.
Right.
Can't give up on yourself. And then expect somebody else to stand up for you.
And then when you're ready, you can offer your support and you'll start feeling better. But right now, if that's you, receiving is just enough.
Indeed.
That was a great community fire. S'mores, marshmallows, delicious, new grill.
Right.
Ready to make some things happen on there, so y'all stay tuned.
Love it.
Yeah, so for our listeners, Devar, any final flames before we come to ashes?
Yeah. Before we close today, I want to leave you with something to think about. Every single one of us hopes that if we ever found ourselves in a moment of crisis, that someone would help. Someone would care. Someone would see our humanity. The truth is, millions of people around the world are living in that moment right now. And organizations like Choose Love exist because people decided that compassion shouldn't stop at borders, politics, or distance. Choosing love doesn't always mean doing something huge. Sometimes it means learning. Sometimes it means sharing awareness. Sometimes it means supporting the people who are doing the work on the ground. If today's conversation moved you in any way, we encourage you to learn more about Choose Love and the work they're doing to support displaced families around the world. We'll have information in the episode description so you can explore their mission and see how you might be able to help. Because the world changes when ordinary people decide that someone else's life matters too. And sometimes the most important thing that we can do is simply choose love.
Oh, I love that.
So
let that sink in. Ooh.
What about you? You got
my final flames? I'll say love is a verb. Love is a verb.
And action
Mm-hmm.
all day.
Yes, it is not a feeling. It's not a sentiment. It's not something you post about and just move on. Love is what Josie and her friends did when they loaded up the van in 2015 and started this movement. Love is what the partners do when they distribute materials to families fleeing violence. Love is what you do when you open your wallet, your heart, or lift your voice. Or you just say, I see you. You matter. I choose you. That is love. So your assignment this week is simple. It's concrete. It's doable. Go choose love. Practice the CHOOSE acronym this week. Pick one letter, just one, and live it. Choose Love has supported 8.5 million people since 2015. But here's what I want you to hear. It started with 3 women, a van, and it started with people saying, we have to do something. So that's what I want us all to do. Just turn around and say, I have to do something, whether it's within yourself or for someone else.
And don't think that whatever you do is too small.
Exactly. One step at a time, one foot in front of the other. It all matters. So I want to give a special thanks, gratitude, sprinkles to Devar for holding it down, holding the space with me, doing the research, the questions.
I appreciate you for having me.
Yes.
I appreciate you for coming back stronger than before.
Oh, thank you. Because it was hard. It was hard for me. I had to
I'm glad you took
pull my ass up.
I'm glad you took the time to heal or to begin the healing process. It's something that a lot of people, one of those steps that a lot of people skip and they just go back to work like everything is all good. And you actually took the time for yourself.
Yes.
And hopefully nobody is trying to hold that against you. If they are,
then they wasn't meant for me. Y'all go ahead and tap in. Y'all understand that I had to take that time to grieve. I didn't fall off, just had to fall back. Yes. So remember, displaced does not mean broken. Struggling doesn't mean hopeless. And love, real love, is always a choice. So choose love. Choose yourself, choose each other, and choose the world.
Choose so fast sessions.
Yes. And make sure y'all choose to subscribe so you never miss a spark.